Hello everyone, trust you're doing fine. I'm John. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a slide zoom animation in PowerPoint. This is what we'll be creating in the video. Cool, isn't it? Alright, so this is the beautiful presentation that I'm going to use to show you how you can be able to use the slide zoom in PowerPoint. So I've created the presentation already, and I have actually separated it into different sections. So I have the first section here being the summary section, so it will have 2 slides. Then we have the grid section, so it will have those slides, so that is from number 3 to number 7. And then I'll have also the circular section, which will contain 3 slides. So with a zoom slide, you can be able to get as much creative as you can be. So what I'm going to show you here is 2 ways that you can be able to use the slide zoom. So the first one is what I'm calling the grid section, and this is where you're going to have the slides in some sort of a grid manner, or arranged in some sort of a grid. And then I'll also have some other slides now that will be in a circular layout. So that's why I have the sections reading circular section and the grid section. So the grid section will contain those slides that I have in this summary section here, in this slide, in this summary slide, I'll have these slides in the circular section. So I'll have them in some sort of a circle. So the zoom slide now will zoom in some sort of a circle, while in this case it will like move in a grid kind of a system. So to get started, when you want to create So now to get started, if you want to insert a zoom, what you just need to do is to go to insert, and then at the links you're going to see the zoom. So it is at the links because what you're just simply doing, you're just linking or creating a link to a slide in your presentation. That's why you're going to find the zoom being at the insert and at the group links. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to remove these slides that I had pre-created here, so that I can show you how you go about this. So I'll go to slide number 1. So I'm in slide number 1. That's what we are viewing here. Maybe I can just zoom it out a little bit here, like that. And what you can do is you can go to insert, and then you go to zoom, that is at the links. Then you click zoom. You're going to see various zooms, various types of zooms. So we have summary zoom, we have section zoom, and we have the slide zoom. So for this case and for this tutorial, I'm just focusing on the slide zoom that will create a link to slides in my presentation. So I'm just going to click that, and what will happen is that I'm going to see this window open with all the slides that I have in my presentation. So I just need to select the slides that I want to appear in that summary zoom, in that slide zoom. So I'm just going to come and select those ones that are in the grid section, and I have them in the same color, so it will be very easy for me to come and pick them. So I'll pick numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So after that, I'll just come and insert. So you're just going to see your slides now appear like that. And now what you just need to do next is to arrange them the way you want them to appear. So in my case, I'm just arranging them in some sort of a grid sort of arrangement. So just like that. So you can arrange them in whichever you can arrange them in whichever manner that you want. Sorry, just like that. and you're done. So all you just need to do is now to play and see the magic happen. So for the zoom to work, you need to be in what we call the slideshow view. So I just need to go to slideshow, and then I'll say I can either say from beginning or from the current, because it is the first slide here. So I can just come and say from the beginning, and it will go to the slide view mode, and I can just come and click on whichever slide that I want to start with. So maybe I want to start with this one, so I just click it like that. That's what happens. Yeah, and the slideshow will move smoothly, just like that. So you can see how it is translating from one slide to the other through the image, just like that. Nice. So that is the last slide in that section, so that's why I have added that. So you're going to see now, when you do that, you're going to see all the slides in that section play just like that. So another thing that you can also do, you may want to be going back to the summary slide to pick which slide to move to next. So previously what we have seen is that PowerPoint is moving in a sequential manner. So from the first slide, second slide, third slide, like that. But you may want it to just go back to the summary zoom so that you pick which is the next slide that you want to show. So in that case, all you just need to do is to come and click on a specific slide, and then you can go to format. This will get you back to where you can be able to edit your zoom, slide zoom. So when you come to this section here that reads zoom options, you're going to see something that reads return to zoom. So this is what we want. So this will take you back to the summary slide so that you can pick on which next slide that you should see. So I'll just come and select a slide, and then I come, so I should maybe start from there, and then I just come and do it like that. I can select maybe all of them and have them return to zoom, just have them return to zoom. So when any slide is returning to zoom, you're going to see this arrow. So it shows you that the slide zoom will take you back to that slide, or the slide zoom, when we finish seeing a specific slide. So let's see that in practice. So I'll just head on back to slideshow, and then I'll say maybe from the current, and then when I click on this, I'll see the slide appear like that, and then I'll be taken back to select which is the next slide that I want. See, then I'll be taken back. So you see, so this is maybe something that you may want to do in your presentation. It is very possible. So all you need to do is to click that option that reads return to zoom, and it will take you back to the summary slide, so you can be able to pick on your next favorite slide. So that is the grid system. So you can have it like that, and it looks very good, but still there are more options, there are more creative ideas that you can come with, so that you have your presentation being as beautiful and as presentable as possible. So that's why I have this other option here. So I have it in some sort of a circular manner. So this is a bit different, because when we come to the circular section, you're going to find that my slide just contain no background color. So it's just a plain slide with some text. The reason as to why I have them in white is because they'll be appearing on a picture background. So I want them to appear nice. But if you're showing it in another normal presentation, you may have this one in maybe a more attractive color, maybe like black or blue or whichever other color. So I have it like this, and we are going to see the reason as to why I have it in a very plain background. So let's go back to this, and I'll first maybe remove the slides so that I can show you how I inserted them. I will not remove this, but you can be able to insert this circular thing from the smart arts. So when you go to insert and then smart arts, and then you go to then you go to circle, so you can be able to see the circular circle here, and you can be able to insert it and modify it the way you want. So that's what I did, and I inserted this one. So you can have it in whichever color. So you can see that my slide has an image background, so you can have it in any other way, but it looks very nice when it has the picture background there. So what I'm just now going to do is to insert the slides, and other than going back to insert and then inserting them from the slide zone, you can be able to simply just drag the slides into the summary slide. So you can just come to the slide and then just drag them. So what I can do is that I can come to this one, and then what I need to do is to be here, and then I will just come and drag this one here, so like that. And then what you'll notice is that I cannot be able to see the circular object here. This is because the slide has overlapped that. And now this is where the magic is coming in, that you can be able to hide the background of the slide, and that's why I had it in a plain color, so that I can be able to remove that. So there are two ways that you can be able to do this. You can simply just right click and just come and check this. So just come and click that, and the background will be removed. Or we can insert the other one here, and then just click it, then go to format. So this is the second option of removing the background. So just click format, and then you're going to see zoom background. So just click on that, and it will remove that. So you are going to see that nice presentation there. So this is just a link to the presentation or to the specific slide that I have here. So I'll just have it like that, and then I can insert the very last one here. So I'll just come and drag it over there like that. I'll just right click that, and I'll say zoom background. We should remove the background. So it is as simple as that. So another thing that is also very important to notice is that when I click on that, or when I come to the specific slide and then I make some changes, say for example I come and put a border around the picture. Say maybe I come and put a border, so like that. Maybe I can come and increase the weight of that border a bit so that it is visible. So say I have now the picture modified like that. If I go to my summary slide, I should be able to see the same happen there. So now let's see how this one works on the slideshow. So just go to slideshow, and then I'll come and click that, and then I see start from the current, and then I'm going to have that. So I'm just going to come and click where I want it to start, and that's how it will roll out. Isn't that cool? Yeah, hope it is. So this is just the zoom slide, but with a different option, so all together. So you can be able to do that. And say for example I come and rearrange these options, all slides rather. I come and rearrange these slides. So maybe I just come and drag that one there so that it is coming or it comes at number 2. So now when I come to the slide summary, and then I view that, this is what will happen. So the zoom slide will actually follow that route. So you've seen that it has kept this because it has started with this then to this. So if you rearrange your slides here, you'll see that specific change appearing on your summary slide. So let's try that again and see what happens. So in my presentation, this is becoming at number 1. So so if I click on it, then you'll see it move in that manner. So if this is number 1, it will start here, it will go to number 2, it will go to number 3. So this means that you can have the zoom slide appearing in whichever sequence that you want, whichever order that you want them to appear in. So, and still you can also be able to come and have it go back to the slide, so like what we did with the grade slide. So if you come and check that, it will be taking us back to the summary slide so that we can be able to pick the next slide. So let's see how that happens. So it takes you back so that you now come and pick on the next slide. So that's also something that is also good. Sometimes it can come in very handy depending on what kind of a presentation you are creating. And that's how you can be able to create a zoom slide in PowerPoint. I trust the video was helpful. If that was the case, give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button to see more videos in future. See you in the next one and stay safe.